What's going on, everybody? This is that spiritual goddess, and I present to you a healing reading for all of my Aries out there. Okay, so this reading is going to be all about what needs to be healed or what you're going to heal from as of right now through the end of December. Okay, so kind of finishing out the end of the year, and down here is all about how your path transitions as we get to the end of the year, and at the very end, this should be here. I do have a advice card for you, okay, a little razzle dazzle to send you on your merry way, okay, with all of the lovely advice that we have here from Spirit. So, all right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is going to be for you. What we have to heal from, or what we're going to be healing from, is entrapment. So, with the entrapment card, Aries, okay, this is not to throw shade at anybody, okay, but this is all about that victim mentality, okay. This is all about you having to seriously take not only responsibility but accountability for where you're at in your life right now, okay, because you can't put the blame on everybody else. It's this person's fault or it's that person's fault. They could have played a hand in it, absolutely, but in the same sense, you also have to learn to take accountability and responsibility for your part in whatever the problem or the case may be, okay? So let's say you're feeling, stuck or trapped by somebody, and there's no way out. There is a way out, okay? Nobody can, physically lock you down and keep you from escaping, okay? And I mean, in that case, please call the cops. But I mean, in all actuality, if you're feeling stuck, like, I have to be with this person, there's no one else out there for me, or, I have to be with this person because, I've been with this person for so long, and it's a waste of time to throw all this time away, whatever the case may be, okay? This is all about feeling stuck, needing to get out of this whole entrapment, feeling stuck, victim mentality phase, okay? And like, seriously, take a real good hard look at your circumstances right now. Where is it that you're feeling stuck, trapped, or like a victim? And that's where the healing needs to take place. That's where the transition needs to take place, okay? Because none of us are victims and none of us are stuck, okay? Because moving forward, the other guidance card that we have here for you is love and light. So what the love and light is all about, a couple things. Actually, it's all about demonstrating what it is that you want, okay? Sometimes we sit back and, we judge other people for not giving us exactly what it is, or, what it is that we want, or whatever it is that we need. But, two things. One, are you reciprocating what it is that you want and what you need? Are you willing to give the same thing to your partner, or are you just expecting your partner to do it because it's what you want and what you need, right? All about you. And then when you don't do it, right? Or I'm sorry, not when you don't do it, when the person doesn't do it, it's all like, oh, pour me on with this person that doesn't love me or appreciate me or value me because they don't want to do this. And it's like, no. You know what I mean? If something's not right, if something's amiss, if your love language isn't being heard or met, or you're just at a place where, you're on two different pages, if you're with someone, right? Then a conversation needs to be had. Then things need to be talked about and compromised in order to be in the same page, right? Because if you can't be on the same page and it's just not panning out, then you already know what you need to do. You don't need anybody to clarify or validate what your next move needs to be. You need to love and appreciate and see your own self-worth, so that way you can move forward on your path. And with the love and light, it is about loving yourself and appreciating yourself and making sure that you're demonstrating exactly what it is that you want to receive, and also breaking out of that victimhood mentality, okay? Because the more you stay as I'm a victim, the universe will continue to throw situations and people and scenarios at you to make you feel like you're a victim, okay? It's keeping you in that mentality, because all you're telling the universe is this is what you want. This is where you're vibing at. If you want to change, if you want to break this pattern or this cycle, then you need to make some moves and you need to be the change that you want, right? Because moving into what magic we're working with over the next 2 months, right? We have the universe. So now what they're saying with the universe card is, we're all just stardust, right? We're all just made from the universe. We all just have this magical phenomenal energy and magic and capabilities flowing through our veins, and a lot of us walk around just blissfully unaware that they have the capabilities to be able to, you know, change their situation and change the outcome, you know, to great magnitudes, but they don't, you know, because a lot of them stay here. Aries, you stay in this victim mentality where, you know, it's like you want the change, but you don't do anything for the change. Okay. You just expect it to happen. You just want it to miraculously fall into your lap and appear, and it's not going to happen. I'm here to be the bearer of bad news. If you don't play the game, if you don't make the moves just like in chess, right? You don't move your pieces the right way, you're not going to win. You're going to stay just like this, and you'll continuously attract reasons to feel like a victim or be put in victim mode. And I don't know anybody that wants to live out the rest of their lives or have their paths flow that way, right? So be mindful that you do have everything that you need to switch the game up, to win the game, right? Let's move into your path. So in the month of October, we have the gates of triumph. So you're feeling all right now, Aries. Like things may not be fantastic and, you know, glorious and just having everything that you could possibly want, but things ain't that bad, right? Because the gates are open. The path is visible. The light is there. You see it. And you know that this path that you have to take is going to be a beautiful one. But, you know, here's the thing. Moving into November, right? We have great adventure. But the thing tied to great adventure is all about you need to take the risk. That's the thing. You know it's a risk. And that's where you're at. That's where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling trapped, where you might think about running back to this mentality, right? Like, damn, do I do it? Do I not do it? Like, is it going to work out in the end? Is it not? Take the risk. If you're feeling it, if your gut's telling you to do it, do it. Your gut will never steer you wrong. Never steer you wrong. And what happens? Worst case scenario, you fall on your face. So what? It was still meant for, because now that was a lesson, right? And that lesson is going to be what is the stepping stone to the blessing. Okay, so don't ever take any kind of mistake, mishap, setback as like a failure. You know what I mean? Or I literally just said the word and now my mind just went, probably because they're telling me to stop rambling and move on to the next card, but there it is. Ha! I got it. Spirit was like, all right, I'll give it to you. So every mishap, every little setback, okay, doesn't mean that you're a failure, okay? Those are all just little lessons thrown in on your path to help move you in the right direction to your blessing. Thanks, Spirit. That's what I wanted to say. So moving into the month of December, right? So for December, Aries, we have surrendering to the journey, okay? Not a bad card because it's like you're giving in. You're ready, okay? The changes are being made. The mindset is evolving, right? You're coming into this period in December where you're like, you're releasing control. You're like, all right, I'm breaking out the cuffs. I'm done. Something has got to give. I'm taking the risk. I'm jumping forward. If I'm going to do it, I got to, you know what I mean? Go big or go home. So in the month of December, it's really about you releasing control and really just flow through the journey. Okay, because it's a beautiful journey, and it's in a journey and a path that you need to experience. Now, moving into the month of December, right, into the new year, this is the bottom card of the deck. But in every reading that I do, and you'll notice these, you'll notice it as you come back to all of my other readings that I will be doing weekly. I use the bottom card of the deck. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just keep flowing with it. So let's say we're going to use this as the month of December. That's what I had in mind when I did it, and that's what we're rolling with. So you have far away places. So for the month of December, with faraway places, it's all about getting ready for new horizons, right? So here it is. Okay, so the month of October, you see the path. You know where you want to be, right? You see the path. You don't know where it ends. You don't know how it ends or what you're going to come across on the path, right? But you're freaking excited and you're ready to do it. And then in the month of November, it's like, here we go. We're setting sails, right? We're taking the risk. We're taking the leap. We're doing it. We're moving forward. And then in the month of December, you're like, oh my God, did I make the right choice? I'm not sure, you start second guess yourself, but they're saying make sure that you release that control. You did everything that you were meant to do. Just enjoy the ride. Stop stressing yourself out and worrying if you made the right choice or the right move. You're good. You're good. Just enjoy the journey. That's what it's all about, because then in January, it's like, bam, here you are. New horizons, new places, new experiences, new people, new situations, new. But it's all new because you're doing the work to break yourself out of this harmful, negative ass cycle of feeling like a victim, feeling like you're trapped, like you're stuck. There's no way out. There's always a way out. You real I'm sorry, excuse me, I choked on my spit. You realize there's a way out, right? And that's where you're at with faraway places. Like now here you are, new horizons, new experiences, new people, and I mean, it's going to be amazing. So we're going to move down here now into the clarifying cards just to kind of give us a little more oomph into this path, right? So here with the Gates of Triumph, we have the Eight of Wands. So with the Eight of Wands, we have our gates opening up. Everything's looking glorious. And, you know, maybe also too in the month of October, we have a lot going on. So it's like, you know, these gates open up and it's like, oh, I'm stressed out because it's like, you know, I've got this path. I have no idea what the hell is on this path. What's going to happen? Where does it lead? What am I going to encounter? Like, is it truly worth it? So it's like you're stressing yourself out in the month of October because you're trying to figure out whether this is the right thing for you. You know, it's like these unexpected, you know, changes or events end up popping up in October. But you have the ability to multitask. Okay, and it's all going to work out in your favor because moving into great adventure, right? Coming into November, our clarifier for that is the King of Cups. So now the King of Cups is, okay, if you're reflecting on him as a person, he's someone who's very trustworthy, very honorable person, right? Very devoted and also in the same sense, cautious, right? Because we've been hurt, we felt trapped, and you know, now we're making new moves and we're setting sail somewhere new, but we're still coming in cautious, right? Because we're not sure. We're still semi-stressed out because that's where we're at in October. So moving into November, it's like we're still kind of stressed out, a little cautious, but you know, in the same sense, it's a situation that's safe. Like you have to trust that this risk is going to lead to a reward. Okay. The other thing that I have to call out too with the King of Cups is that he also does represent a good, solid romantic relationship, right? So if y'all are coming into November, you guys are single, ready to mingle, you may end up with somebody, you know, and this is going to be somebody that's solid because like I said, this is someone that's like trustworthy. You can completely trust this person, right? Someone that's very honorable, devoted, okay, and is always going to be cautious, right? Always trying to like make sure everything around him is good once we break free of all of this. And not to say that you don't do it now, but you got the whole victim thing, you know, feeling stuck going on, and we need to break those ties. Seriously, we need to break out of that so that way we can travel down this beautiful ass path right here. And then coming into the new year, what? Ready? New horizons? I mean, fantastic. But let's clarify some more. So in December, we had surrendering to the journey. We're going to go ahead and move that into the Lovers. Hey, hey, hey. Right? Because here with the King of Cups, I did say that in the same aspect, right? When we're talking about trusting this risk. Also threw in that tad little bit about it. Could also represent this new relationship, right? And then bam, pops out the Lovers. So it's talking about, you know, this could also be two really good friendships. I don't want to just say romantic relationships because it doesn't always end up working out to be that way. So I could also say really good, like solid, intimate friendships as well. But, you know, also too with releasing control, it's also with the Lovers, making choices from the heart, right? Really trusting yourself to know that you made the right choice. You're not going to second guess yourself and really just letting it flow. Okay. Also too, just going to throw it out there for the month of December that it could also talk about you recovering from some kind of like health or illness. Okay. I mean, nothing serious or severe. Like maybe you'll get like a cold or something, or like a scrape. I don't know, but it's nothing crazy. But I'm just going to toss that out there because it is something that is also clarified by the Lovers card. Moving into January, though, to clarify for those lovely faraway places and beautiful broad new horizons, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is truly about protecting what you created, right? And we're breaking ties from this, right? This victimhood, this feeling stuck where, you know, really nothing felt like it was yours. You know, like you either had to ask for shit all the time, or, you know, you had to tiptoe, feel like you were walking on eggshells, or, you know, really just miserable in whatever situation, you know, you were in or you are in, right? So it's like you're breaking free of that and you're creating this path and you're taking risks, and, you know, you're getting ready to reap the rewards. And they're saying, you know, make sure you protect this. This is yours. Nobody can take this from you, okay? And you may have a couple people try to swoop in and try to take whatever it is, or try to take pieces, or, you know, maybe even try to take props for where you are on your path at that time, and like kind of somewhat take responsibility. Well, if it wasn't for me, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So kind of really just be mindful and protect what it is that you created. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold your ground. Don't give up. You know what I mean? And if you feel yourself truly struggling, ask your angels for help. Call them in, let them know that you need guidance, you need clarity, or you need validation to make sure that, you know, you're doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Or if you need clarity on a situation or a problem, call them in and let them know, I need assistance with this, that, or the third. And then start looking for the signs, the messages, or the synchronicities that start taking place. And that's going to end up ultimately being the answers to the question that you asked them. Moving on to your advice card. Okay, we have embrace the moment. Now the writing is very small, so I'm going to go ahead and just read it to you, or we'll be here for like another 20 minutes just on this alone. So embracing the moment means embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. And that makes complete and total sense. Think about it. Because you're going from this victim mentality, this whole woo is me, you know, the world's against me, nobody loves me because, you know, my man didn't go to Chick-fil-A and get me a sandwich, you know, that kind of thing. So it's really breaking free of like the mindset that you've had, because it's at a point where it no longer serves you. There's no purpose to it. There's no point in it anymore. Where maybe in a sense it kind of protected you or assisted you in the past, it no longer serves you on the path that you're trying to get to, where you want and where you need to be. That mentality is no longer serving you. So they're saying you need to start learning to think more positively, okay? Because whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're investing all of your energy into, that's what you're asking the universe for. So that's what it's going to give you. So if you wake up and you stub your toe and you're like, oh, fuck, and then the rest of your day is going to end up being a domino effect, right? And then you start having all of these nasty thoughts, you hit traffic, you're screaming at people in the car, right? It just, your whole day just spirals because of one little thing. So you have to make sure that when you're waking up, the first thing is, A, you woke up. Gratefulness, start your day like that. B, okay, you're getting to wake up, you're getting to eat, you have a roof over your head. When you turned on your light switch, you didn't have to second guess if it was going to turn on because you know you paid your bill, okay? Gratitude. So gratefulness, check. Gratitude, check. Okay, then you start just, how do you want your day to go? I'm going to have a damn fantastic day. Everything is just going to line up accordingly. I'm going to go through my day with grace and ease. And you just start setting the tone for how you want your day to go. And guess what? The universe is still going to test you, because they're going to want to see, are you going to revert back to your same mindset? Like, oh, I'm trying to change, but then stupid shit happens and, you know, it's like the world's against me. No. You get tested, do not revert back to the same mentality, because it doesn't serve you, because then you have to start right back at square one, right? You're right back at the beginning. So you wake up, right, and you're sticking to this. Make this routine. This has to be every single day. Consistency is key for you guys here, right? So do this every single day. And when little things pop up to try to switch gears on you, to try to make you revert back to this mindset, don't fall for it. Just be like, shit happens. Keep going. It can make or break you, right? So little things happen, shit happens, and then keep going about your day and watch the changes start happening, okay? But it's only going to happen, and it can only start with you. Okay, so these are your messages. I hope they resonate with you. And again, I will be doing these weekly, so make sure you like, share, subscribe, and come back and check out for the rest of my videos. And until then, take care.